This is an inspection video for 3172 Southwest Lake Terrace. Everything looks really good. The driveway needs a little bit of a pressure wash, but it's not really terrible. It's just, a little old, little pitted, no big deal. The exterior paint, everything on the exterior really looks pretty good. There's a couple things in the backyard which I will show you. All of the outlets on the exterior, I don't believe they are GFCI protected, and they're getting pretty old and rusted. I think it's about time to switch the exterior outlets out for water rated exterior GFCI outlets. The water system back here is doing just fine. I didn't see anything that caused any concern, no leaks. Same thing here, not GFCI protected and in direct contact with weather. So I would like a weather rated, wet rated area GFCI protected outlet there. Other than that, out here, everything's pretty well immaculate. So they had a question on the yard, or whether the yard people who trim the yard are also supposed to trim the plants in the courtyard here. They said that they have not been, and that they came out and did it the other day. So it was a question that I could not answer, that they had. The exterior of the house, all the fascia, all the soffit, the roofing, everything looks good. The foundation looks good. Water is being properly diverted away from the home. All the screens are good. We got the AC guy vacuuming out the line right now just for some maintenance. Everything, there was no issue. The fence is a little bit shoddy and weakly put together. It's pretty loose here. It's kind of cobbled together, if you can see. There are different pieces placed onto different pieces, and this needs to be, this whole fence line could be redone. This fence here, they say that it's been like that since they moved in. It's all pretty old and it's old and falling apart. And it could be repaired. If I put in a new concrete post there and just straighten everything out, maybe get some fasteners in here to refasten everything. Reattach some of these fence post boards. Make this repair better than whoever did it. And I think I can get this fence looking nice again with a little love and care. But that's the issue on the outside of the house. Walking back inside, the pump, everything out here looks fine. I don't see any issues with the drain. GFCI there. All right, everything on the outside looks good. Threshold looks good. All right. When you walk in, there's a little bit of cracking in the ceiling, but nothing horrible. This bedroom, everything works. Everything is in order. Closet is fine. Just a little bit of normal wear and tear on a door. But all that is just paint. No big deal at all. Air filters are clean and have been getting changed out. The grate itself looks pretty clean. Water heater looks good. No issues. No rust. No water in the pan. Doesn't look like there ever has been. Looks like everything's running really well. Looks like it was installed recently. This bathroom, the medicine cabinet mirror, it's a little old and outdated, but other than that, Everything looks good and works. Maybe new ceiling tiles. On the phone they look better than in real life. But other than that, all the tile looks great. Walls look good. Tub looks good. The drain looks good. Everything in here is fine. Under the sink is fine. All right, so this bathroom looks great. This is another bedroom. Everything in here is great. Nothing really to report. This is where our AC guy is working. I looked up in the attic. Everything in the attic looks fine. Our slider doors here look good, function. You know, everything is just normal living wear and tear. There's no real big issues. Whenever they move out, it'll just need to be painted. And maybe even you could go in and just get rid of some of the scuff marks because the paint's not looking bad either. So we've got the vanity. Everything in here looks great. Plumbing in here looks fine. No real issues. I mean, the valves look a little bit old, but they're not leaking. Whenever we do a remodel here or do something big, if tenants ever move out, change the valves out. No big deal. Bathroom in here, shower also looks great. Nothing to report. Everything looks nice. Okay, moving around into the living area. Windows all work. Everything looks great. Again, there's cracking and a little bit of damage along this seam. But I don't see anything that makes me want to jump out and do something about it. So, this is the garage. Everything in here is good. Everything in the garage is good. We got breaker panel, looks great. Everything in the garage is fine. Washer and dryer is great. Sink's doing fine. We came and serviced these the other time I was here. Everything's still looking the same. You know, when we get time and we have plumbers out here one day, we'll just change out stuff just to stay on top of things. But other than that, looks good. Over to the kitchen. Kitchen looks good. The only thing is our countertops, our tile. It's just getting old. You know, the grout's starting to look a little funky. But other than that, kitchen looks great. Cabinets are all nicely adjusted. The sink is working fine. No real issues, just, you know, a little bit old valves, but not a big deal. Nothing's hurting. That should be GFCI protected, and I don't believe it is. So that needs to be changed out. I also had a question for this water filtration system on whether they're supposed to change out the filter or you guys are. So I didn't have that answer either. Again, dining room, everything's great. Slider door works just fine. Back porch, we got another outlet here. GFCI protected. It's old, it's broken, it's moldy. It would behoove us to do that and be proactive. Over here on this side, this fence looks pretty good. I don't have any issues with it. Over here in this corner is fine. Got a little bit of stuff. We could probably clean out this gutter up here. See, there's a little plant growing out of there. A lot of these flat gutters like this on these flat roofs get filled up pretty easily. This seawall down here is getting towards the end of its lifespan. I'd like to show you all of that's rotting away a little bit. These are starting to become a little bit loose, and we got some erosion. So this is a hole that looks like got filled with some concrete, but it's still a hole underneath. We got a hole here, we got a hole there, we got a really decent hole there. You know, someone could definitely fall into this. We got another really deep hole here. You know, I can fit my whole leg in there, so we should fill that with stone. Maybe have somebody come look at our seawall, see what we can do about making this nice and beautiful again. Our dock is good. They don't use these winches. They said they've never used the boat lifts or the winches, so they're not sure about the operation. And again, just erosion. This plumbing probably shouldn't be sticking out of the ground. We could probably cover that up. And the doors work. It's really just this fence over here. This orange fence is put up to keep the dog from jumping in the water. There's no real issues, just a little bit, you know, just a little bit of erosion. It's not the worst over there. But this dock here is strong and fine. But again, it's just the seawall and erosion. It's not terrible, but there are some spots that I really think we should fill in. The roof line is great. Everything is, in general here, everything is really good. There's a little bit of electrical work and a little bit of seawall work. And that's about it. Everything else is looking good. And I'm gonna end this video right here.